Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Miller's Music Mondays. I'm Jason Charles Miller, and I'm going to kick it off here, and then I will be welcoming my very special guest right after this song. I thought I'd open it with a Godhead song today. Um, it's called Far Too Long. Look away in my bones, there's nothing left to see. Been forever drowning in what you want to be. Soon decide believing isn't quick enough for me. I need a reason to be free. Live my life until you see there's nothing left for me. I've wasted far too long. Feelings after a time, don't know why. Down my spine, breathing some refined, can't cross the line. Look for a sign. Can you conceal the way you feel? What you steal from what is real, and live my life until you see there's nothing left for me. I'm wasted far too long. Wasted far too long. Yeah. Cool. Thought I'd kick off one with a little oldie for me anyway. That was from Godhead's Evolver album. And I remember we filmed the video for that one. I was up in a tree for most of the video, and it was at like I think it was an old apple orchard up the five in uh, in California. But anyway, hi, welcome to Miller's Music Mondays. Without further ado, let me introduce my guest, Laser Malena-Webber from the Doubleclicks. From the Doubleclicks, I said double clips. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry.
We have so many paper clips.
It's Doubleclicks,
Two.
And it's awful because that I said that because we've known each other for what, like 10 years or something.
We've known each other a while. It's so good to see you. I love that you filmed that video in a tree, and it kind of looks like you're inside a tree right now.
I am. I'm inside a tree.
That's
Um,
you're currently social distancing inside a tree.
I think that's, I'm trying to do my part. Everybody's doing
Yeah,
their
no, we
part.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're in the forest with the Ents and just riding around inside Treebeard, living
That
your
would be
life.
awesome.
Yeah.
Uh, Although I think if I had to pick a forest, I would go to Lothlorien. I think Fanghorn would be. It was described in the books as being very like dense and hard to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'd rather be in
I
Lothlorien.
would definitely go. Lothlorien is where, what is it, Thranduil lives, right?
No, that is Mirkwood. Well, originally it was
Oh,
Greenwood. We're nerding out already. I hope everyone
I'm
chime in.
so. I
Uh,
feel like you would. I just need to ask you questions though, because you already know the answer, and that's fine. So
sure.
yeah,
Oh,
Lothlorien's
okay.
very. Lothlorien's Galadriel,
Right. Yeah.
and she's
Yeah.
beautiful, although very intimidating. A lot of energy from her, It's just like
Especially when she
chill
turns
out.
into especially when she turns into when she looks like she's in a Rob Zombie video.
Mm-hmm.
That's whoa.
It's just the vibes are intense.
They
The
didn't
vibes are
describe that in
intense,
the book.
Galadriel. We get it.
How are you?
I'm so good. I'm really happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you too. This is kind of the only way friends get to see each other right now
It's so true.
on a screen.
Exactly. And I'm happy when I get to see people. I find myself whenever I have meetings now, they just go like forever because I'm just like, and then how do you feel about everything? Let's just keep talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so glad you're not my husband or cat. Let's just keep going. But no, things are generally pretty good. I'm working on a musical. I mean, considering the world, but I'm working on a musical, hanging out at home, trying to get stuff made, and it's been pretty productive, which is nice.
Awesome. Well, you're always extremely productive. I went back and looked at how many albums the Doubleclicks have put out, and I am extremely just floored at how much material you have out there. I mean, how many albums do you have out?
I think 6 or 7 records. Yeah, we've put out a lot. And I write a lot of songs. And it's fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we have like 100 music videos on our channel. Um, it's just a
I was
good
in one
time.
of them,
You were at least.
maybe
Is it
more
only
than one.
one? Yeah, you're at least, and you're on other songs and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I know
You
I've
have.
played on 2 of your albums.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yeah, you're a very good supervillain in one of our videos. So
You had me when you asked me to do it. I was like, you had me at supervillain.
yeah,
Yeah, that's all I needed to know. The rest, I'll cancel everything to be a supervillain.
Check out Super Beatrice, everybody, on YouTube.
Yeah, Super Beatrice, and our good friend Amy Dallin plays Super Beatrice.
Yeah, I mean, she's the superhero the world needs. If we only could get that, if she could only fly, everything would be okay.
I wholeheartedly agree. Well, what are you going to play for us today?
I am going to play a song from the latest Doubleclicks album. This is a song about another kind of superhero, Clifford the Big Red Dog, who is a dog who's very big and red. And I really like Clifford the Big Red Dog because Clifford kind of represents a creature, a character who's very comfortable in their skin, despite being kind of told that they don't belong. And that's why I wrote this song, and that's the song I'm going to play for you. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Shut up the voices that tell you that you're the wrong size, or say that you're too specific to represent. The problem comes not from their subject, but just from their eyes. And I say there's nothing unlovable about a giant. Clifford the Big Red Dog crushes both cars and men. Clifford's of epic size. He would do it love. Stuff happens now and then. But Clifford is not too big. No, he's not. Clifford is not too tall. No, he's not. If Clifford doesn't fit, then the world is too small. Shut up the voices that say you take up too much space. If ever your shoes are just tall, or your clothes are just tight, I don't agree that there's anything wrong with your face. No matter the scale, my friend, I think that you fit just right. Clifford the big red dog says that he loves you too. Clifford has ruined lives, but he has made it through. The island knows his worth. Friend, if you only knew, you are not too big. No, you're not. You are not too tall. No, you're not. Friend, if you don't fit in, then they're thinking too small. They're just thinking too small. They're just thinking too small.
Yeah.
Thank you. Clifford. It's true.
I mean, everybody can relate to Clifford.
Absolutely. He's
You know?
big. He could crush a house, and he loves you. Just like you.
Hey, you know, you and I have something in common. We're members of a very elite club, of
People
which
with excellent beards.
we both. Besides that, I know yours is see-through.
Yeah.
Mine's getting that way, but that's another story. We are both members of a very elite club that I don't know if I realized that we were members of this club, and others may never join this club again. And that club is, we're one of the very few people that have both written the theme song, different years, but we've both written the theme song to International Tabletop Day.
Tabletop Day, yes, we have.
Yeah. So you and Aubrey and Amy Vorpal and I,
yeah,
we might be the only 4 people.
We should start a secret society, is what you're saying.
We really should. I mean, you know, I can help out with the secret handshakes and stuff.
I've got robes.
If you want to come up with passwords,
great.
I think
Let's do
we're
it.
good.
Let's do it.
So the next song I thought I would play is one that I wrote with a different one that I wrote with Amy Vorpal. So for 14 months, we were on a show called Foreververse. And I know there's some people in chat that probably have seen that show that Ivan Van Norman ran. And we would jump from, it was on the Geek and Sundry Twitch, and we would jump from game system to game system every couple weeks. And the first time I met Amy, she had written a song about Pugmire, which is the dog RPG.
The best.
Actually a great RPG.
Yes.
And I was like, well, I write songs too. And she was like, really? And I was like, we should just write a song together about what happened in the game. And then, so what happened was every week we sort of pushed each other to get together and write a new song every single week. So we ended up writing like 30 songs together. And we recorded 10 of them and put out an album called Songs from Foreververse. and this is one of the songs off of that. It's my favorite one off of it, honestly. Um, and this was based on after we had played a game of Seventh Sea, which is like a pirate game.
Yeah.
Um, so this is it. It's called In This Town because we had just gone to this really seedy town, and everybody was being mean to our characters, and this is what came out of it. So here we go. In this town, they don't know your name. No one cares, you gotta make your own way. Deaf to every word that you say in this town. In this town, people pass you by. They look at the ground before they look you in the eye. You can't tell the truth from a lie in this town. In this town, you learn how to make it alone. In this town, you'll forget how it feels to be home. In this town, you need the end of the road. In this town, they'll never let you go. In this town, they'll feed on your fear. Show them you're weak and you'll just disappear. So it becomes a cheap souvenir. In this town. In this town, you can't get out the back door. Nothing's enough. They'll just keep taking more. You're not the only one keeping score. In this town. In this town, you learn how to make it alone. In this town, you'll forget how it feels to be home. In this town, you need the end of the road. In this town, they'll never let you go. Vicious war south by the sea. Church is all around here. Markets in the middle. But my place in this town might always be nowhere. In this town, you learn how to make it alone. In this town, you forget how it feels to be home. In this town, you need the end of the road. In this town, they'll never let you go.
Whoa. Yeah.
Some darkness, a little darkness for you.
Whew. Whew.
Yeah.
It's a bad town. Get out of that town.
It is a bad town. I played that. That's what actually someone said once. I played it for them. And they go, wow, it sounds like a real shitty town.
Just don't go there. Bad town.
Yeah. Well, we got out.
Good.
Out.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you got out of that town. Oh my gosh. Jason.
Yeah.
We were just talking about Lord of the Rings, and I have a that I might play for you. No.
Oh yeah, please.
This isn't really a song about Lord of the Rings. It's a song about a bad relationship, but a lot of my like songy songs are about bad relationships. So there you go. That's what's happening. It's a good thing to write songs about, I find.
It really is. It really, really is.
I don't talk to songwriters that much. Do you like writing bad relationship songs? I do.
Well, it's low-hanging fruit.
It is.
Yeah. Because it's so easy to relate to. We've all been, like, even if we're not in one now, which we are not, as far as I know, as being your friend, I know you're in a great one. I'm in a great one. But we've all been in crappy ones. So drawing those emotions out it doesn't take much to get there. Am I right?
Yeah, no, it's cool. And we spent I would say there was like a good 7 years after we got a review of one of our first album that was like, all these songs are just love songs with nerd references. And after that, for the next 4 or 5 albums, I didn't write a single love song or breakup song. And then we went into we did this album called Love Problems that was just all love songs because I was like, why am I letting these people dictate what I do? And so I just got all of the energy into this one album. And that's what this song came from. This is a song called Lord of the Rings that is about a bad relationship. And I'm proud of it. So
I can't wait to
will
hear
play
it
it for you. Ooh. I did just tune. But this room is warm. Boom, 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 boom. There are songs I'll never listen to again. 'Cause the weight of my hate for your weight bearing down on me is just too strong. Just too strong. Sometimes I cry when someone asks me out to ramen. 'Cause I can't face the traces of your face looking back at me. It went on too long. Way too long. And it's automatic. The way you cloud my head with your memory. You're so charismatic. But you're min-maxed to bullshit and I want to be free. There are songs I'll never listen to again. But you can't take all the things that make me the way I've always been. You can't take Lord of the Rings, and you won't win this game, Jammin' James. You know it's weird, 'cause I'm so strong and awesome, but I let you lay the ways that I say that I ought to be inside my head. In my head, I shut up 'cause I didn't want the gossip, but my shrink says the things that I think get the best of me, and I should let it out instead. So I let it out instead. And it's a kind of magic how you followed me around from an entire different city, and it's kind of tragic, but I hope you've grown a lot since the days that you heard me. I don't care if you are happy now. I just hope that you are victimless. I don't care if you are happy now. I just hope that you are victimless. There are songs I'll never listen to again. But you can't take all the things that make me the way I've always been. You can't take Lord of the Rings, and you won't win this game, Jammin' James. Jammin' James.
Yeah. Did you mean when you say Jammin' James, you're talking about the band James?
No. What's the band James?
Oh, there's a band called James. So I was interpreting that as you can't win this game jamming James, meaning he's jamming the band James really loud.
I love that.
To try to screw with you or whatever.
That's good.
Oh, but so his name was James, is what you're saying.
Yes, that is
you Taylor Swifted him, you just called him right out.
It's not his real name, but it is. I don't want to get sued.
It's okay. It's in the past.
Let's say it's not his real name. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Definitely Taylor Swift in
there. I liked it.
Go first, Jason. Yeah. Sorry,
what's that?
No, I was asking what you got for us.
Oh,
But you have something to say.
I've got something for you in a second, but what I was going to say too was that yes, I hate it when relationships go bad and then something that you really like, in this case, in the song Lord of the Rings, you can't take Lord of the Rings. You don't want memories of that person to remind you when you're enjoying something that you really like.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah, it's the absolute worst.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what's even worse is, okay, let's throw romantic relationships aside. Imagine you, like, you know, I pray that this never happened or happens to you, that you go on tour, right? You're on tour with a band you really like, and maybe you admire this band, and they turn out to be jerks, and then you can't listen to them anymore
Oh,
because
yeah.
you can't listen to their art. You just remember what jerks they were.
Yeah, no, that's
happened
for
to me.
sure. I mean, that's happened.
Yeah, it's happened to you too, huh?
I mean, I don't know if you've heard about some older male musicians are not the most welcoming to young femme musicians.
What? No, I
Yeah,
can
it's
believe
just
it.
like every once in a while, I'm like, man, I wish you weren't a tool.
I can believe it.
Suck. I really liked you, and it's just like, man. But you know, that's why you spend time with people who are awesome. So
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
and it's okay. Oh,
I'm not surprised because
it's the one.
you know, yeah, I've seen people be jerks too. So,
Ah.
and you know, so I do this show every week, and I try not to play repeat songs, and it's kind of hard, you know.
Yeah.
Luckily, Godhead had six. We had 6 albums, so there's a lot I can choose from. The downside is a lot of them don't necessarily apply acoustically because we had so many things going on. We had a lot of programming happening. You know, certain songs really relied heavily on the beat, or just like
On
the
God.
voice and bass. What's that?
On God, on the head
Yeah,
of God.
on head, on God, on head, everything. So,
Yeah.
so anyway, so some translate really well acoustically, and this is one that I didn't even think to play acoustically until somebody requested it, and then I sort of revisited and said, "Oh, that can work acoustically." So this is called "Just Like You." Great demise, and all the life I'll never reach. Anything I want to, spend the time, hide away behind the mask, mandatory joy. Can't keep from running away. Do you see? This is my destiny. I want to be like you. I want to live all the things that you always do. I want to be removed. I want to know what it's like to be just like you. Wait in line, walk the shallow, empty halls, terror in my mind, waiting for you. Start to realize that you're standing where I should have been. Can't keep from falling apart. Do you see? It's my catastrophe. I want to be like you. I want to live out the things that you always do. I want to be Yeah.
That is amazing.
Thanks. Yeah, you should check out the recorded version of that too, if you can. It's
I
on
mean, it
time.
sounds like it was written for that. That was epic. I love how you can fill up a space with your acoustic guitar. Like, I go to so few live shows in LA because I don't leave my house. But whenever I go see your band, it's incredible. But even just you on the acoustic, I feel like I'm rocking. I feel
Thank you.
like I'm at,
Wait, that's right. You were at the March 8th show,
yeah,
weren't you? Which is like
yeah.
the last show in human history.
It's the last show that's ever happened.
Like literally.
Yeah.
And I remember saying on stage, like in between songs, I don't know if you had left by then or not. I remember saying like, "Hey, everybody! I'm glad everyone's out here tonight. I think we're gonna be okay." I just said something like kind of positive, like, "We're gonna be okay, everybody," and we're not.
Not.
Well, we are,
so
but it's just
epic.
gonna take
The lights and the violin and the
take a
whole
little
thing.
longer. Thank you. Yeah, I want to get something going with everybody, sooner or later. The Whiskey is actually doing shows, like streaming shows with whole bands now, cool. where no one's there, just the band, but then they have like a 7-camera array, and people can watch from across the country. So
yeah, that's
I'll try to do that.
Figuring out streaming. I feel like everybody in the world is figuring out streaming now, which is so nice.
It is
really well for a homebody.
It is, but it's nice that like we were already doing it too.
Yeah, it's true.
Because it's like we've already been here.
Yeah. Yeah, for
sure.
But
yeah, it's your turn.
I'm getting out my ukulele and I'm gonna play another song. This is a song about anxiety. No further explanation needed.
None needed, and definitely it certainly fits the parlance of our times.
Yeah, it's relevant.
Yeah.
The bandwidth is throttled. The battery's drained. The audio's clipping. Game canceled due to rain. It's time to panic. It's time to flood. It's time to give up now. 'Cause now is no good. I've got nothing to fight with and nowhere to flee. I can't run from the problem. The problem is me. I hate this dumb couch. And I hate slowly breathing. I hate staying here all day alone, and I also hate leaving. There's no digging upward from a bottomless pit. There's no moving forward till we get out of it. I've got nothing to fight with and nowhere to flee. I can't run from the problem. The problem is me. It's okay to keep screaming through a terrible night. There is total darkness before there is light. It's a bad situation with no shortcuts or tricks. There don't have to be reasons. I don't need to be fixed. I've got nothing to fight fight with and nowhere to flee. I'm trapped in this problem, but only for now. People care about me. People care about me.
Wow, that was great.
Thank you.
I hadn't heard that one before from you. That was really great.
Thank you. It is my It's Okay to Not Be Okay song. It's kind of interesting right now because it's like, obviously,
Right.
obviously, it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of us are in that zone where it's just constant anxiety. But hugs. I wish we
Waves
could
and
hug
waves
each
of-
other.
I know, digital hug. I'm just hugging the air right now. But so
It's life.
I wanted to actually play a cover song for you
Ooh.
because it's a song that I was a little late in hearing it. I think it came out in 2018, and I heard it last year, so I kind of missed the big wave of it. I might have heard it in the background or something, but then when I like sat down and really listened to it, I think one of the first times I ever heard it, I texted you and I said, "Did you ever hear that song, The Joke by Brandy Carlisle?" And you were like, "Yes." And the song just really spoke to me. I think it's like one of the best songs I've heard in a really long time. And I just wanted to sort of play my own version for you. But it was interesting. Like just after hearing it, it made me think of you. I think because of just how well crafted the lyrics are, and how much time you spend on your lyrics, and like the thought that you put into a lot of your lyrics. And so it just kind of reminded me of you in a certain way. That,
oh gosh.
just to like shared creative minds or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna play it for you. I took it into a key that is challenging for me, but not that I can't do. You know what I mean? Like you want to do it in a key that's comfortable, but not too comfortable when you're covering something. If you can't do it in the original key, what I say is, take it to a key that you can pull off, but maybe not all the time. I don't know. So we'll see. Because I mean,
love this.
Songs in different keys, like it's so weird. Like the classic Mississippi Queen, Mississippi Queen, that like by Mountain. It sounds amazing in the key of E, but if you try to do it in the key of D, it just sounds, there's no energy to it. It's the weirdest thing. Like there are certain keys where you just take the song, you transpose it up or down, it just doesn't have the same feel. But hopefully I captured the feel with this. So we'll see. Feeling nervous, aren't you, boy? With your quiet voice and impeccable style. Never let them steal your joy and your gentle ways to keep them from running wild. They can kick dirt in your face, stress you down and tell you that your place is in the middle. And they hate the way you shine. I see you tugging on your shirt, try to hide inside it and hide how much it hurts. Living live for a while, they care. Let them spell, let them scatter around the world. I've been to the movies, I've seen how it ends. The joke's on me. don't you, girl? It's your brother's world for a while longer. Gotta dance with the devil on the river to beat the stream. Gonna live in a dream. Gonna kick in the ladder. Come to kick dirt in your face. Call you weak and then displace. You have to carry your baby on your back across the desert. Saw your eyes behind your hair. You're looking tired, but you don't look scared. They don't live a wild again. They don't spend. They don't scatter everywhere. I've been to the movies. I've seen how it ends. In a joke told oh, don't them. They don't live a while again. They don't spend. They don't scatter everywhere. I've been to the movies. I've seen how it ends.
I'd hate to hear it in a bad key for you. That was amazing.
Thanks. Well, it's all the song, you know. A good song will
It's gorgeous.
carry you anywhere you got to go.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you heard that though, because I don't know. There's something about that song. Like I said, when I heard it, it always made me think of you, and so the impetus of that was me kind of working up a version. So now you heard it. So there you go.
It's so good. I
Full
love
circle.
it.
Thanks.
Oh, you have a beautiful voice. You should go into music.
I'm still trying. I'm trying to break in.
Yeah, I think you'll get there.
It's a lifelong process.
Someday.
Yeah.
You'll have a gold record in your bathroom.
Oh yeah, that's right. You've been in my bathroom. It is funny that I have a gold record in my bathroom, but
it's a good flex. I love it.
You know, people see it, I guess, right?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's a good reminder. Amazing. Oh my gosh. All right. Do I have time for me to play another song, or are we
probably two more, because
Okay.
I started. So if you do one, I'll do one, and then you do one, and then I think we'll be at, you know, we'll be at the hour.
That sounds like the agreement that we made before the show.
It does.
All right.
Hey, I'm not a welcher or whatever. I'm not going back on an agreement.
You're not a Welch's grape juice.
Yeah.
This is a song I'm going to play. This is a song that is actually based on a novel that my friend Kayla Kagan wrote, called, do you know Kayla? Called
I don't
Piper
think
Parish. So. It's awesome. It's a YA novel about a young artist who tries to go to New York to become an artist, and she's inspired by Andy Warhol. And this is a song kind of based on various pieces of advice she gets from things she reads from Andy Warhol and her teachers and stuff about how to make art and when it is time to make art and that kind of thing. So, and how she motivates herself to finish her projects.
Amazing.
Yeah. There are a million reasons you can't do it. There are a million roadblocks standing in your way. If you give the world one excuse, it will agree with you. You simply can't make anything today. But there are a million steps that you could take this minute. There are a million tiny things that you could do. There are a million mistakes. There are a million hot takes. And the only one who can share the genius in your heart is you. Now is the time for fearlessness. Getting it right is not the point as long as you create. You have no money, you have no time, no paints, no paper, fine. Just make a little progress, take a small step forward. We can wait, 'cause now is the time. So go ahead and do everything, try everything, be everything. Go and get lost in the world and do not be afraid. Go and fill up the world with all the things you've made. You've got to find a way around to be the person you'll become. They say time changes things, but actually you'll be the one who changes them. Now is the time for fearlessness. Getting it right is not the point if you persevere. Art is the gift of truth. Art is the gift of you. Art is the gift of reminding everyone the reason that we're here. Now is the time. Now is your time. Now is the time.
Yeah. What did your friend think when you played it?
She likes it, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. We have like a very sporadic project called You Should Write a Song About That, where we interview somebody and write a song based on our conversation. We've done like 3 of them, and that was one of them right when that book was coming out. It's still one of my favorites. It's just a very good book, and I feel like a very just like fun series of motivational speeches in it that really worked for me.
That's good. We all need
Yeah.
this from time to time, for sure.
Yeah.
I know that like when I've attended your once a month show at Geeky Teas and Games, and I've also participated in one as well. And one thing that you do is you sort of halfway through the show, you ask people to throw out a subject. You almost like Mad Libs a song, and then by the end of the show, you sing that song. You write the song and sing it. Right? Am I describing that correctly?
That's exactly, yes. Yeah, we have people give us a subject and a word and a reference, and yeah, I think that's it.
Are you, by the way, are you planning on bringing that back when, we're
whenever
allowed
we
to?
can, yeah.
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 Good, great. Because what's that called again?
It's called Game Night, a variety show. GameNight.show. We printed out. Do I have them right here? No, I don't. We're just about to start like a secret society with like a punch card and like all this cool stuff. And then they
wait, another secret society?
I know. Listen, I am all about secret society. It's the only thing I care about. But then the world happened, so it didn't happen. But yeah, Game Night, a variety show is really fun. There's like I write a song during the show. Musical improv is like a huge thing that I'm very into. It's helping me make get things done, which is nice. And then yeah, there's a D&D game in the middle of it, and there's just like sketches and all kinds of fun,
Yeah,
incredible
it's
musical
quite a bit of
guests,
fun.
and
So
yeah,
when it comes back, everybody who's watching in the LA area, definitely go check that out. I think people are spamming the chat room with it now, which is good.
yeah.
So I'm going to
Yeah,
do
Aubrey's in there.
one more. This one is off of my album In the Wasteland, and it's one that I wrote by myself. Just haven't played it in a while. This one's called The Line. Mind your own. He said, mind your own. There's some things you don't want to know. Just move along. Keep your head down. We keep our eyes closed in this town. Lock the door and turn away. You can't hear what they say. Shout yourself in, turn your head off. It's not your job to count the cost, but hold the line, 'cause I can't see where to cross, or who you think I should be. Wave your signs, shout your hey. I'll just push you all away. Darker days will turn to black. Hurt everyone and don't hold back. Just help yourself, don't mind the rest. Take everything we might get. But hold the line, 'cause I can't see where to cross, or who you think I should be. Wave your signs, shout your hey. I'll just push you all away. And you'll float just like the wind, 'cause that's all you do. When the moment pleases you, you just choose your time, change your mind, leave us blind and fall behind. Hold the line, 'cause I don't know when to fight, or when you just let it go. Wave your signs, shout your hate. I'll just push you away till I can't hear a thing you say. Be on me on Judgment Day.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I love that album. It's gorgeous.
Thanks. That's really cool thing to say. My favorite album of yours, it's not so much that I've examined every album vigorously and decided that this one's my favorite, but because I played on Dimetrodon and you gave me a copy of it, I used to play that all the time. Because that was like right when cars still had CD players.
Now, what's a car or a CD player?
Yeah, I don't know. There are they're horseless carriages. Horseless carriages, they're called.
And why would you need that? To go somewhere?
To go somewhere. Yeah, to go from point A to point B. for goods and services occasionally. But anyway, so I remember I jammed I Love You Like a Burrito, right? I would play that like for my band members all the time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that was a great record. Mike Furman produced it, which is how we met. Oh, maybe that's how we met you.
No, because you invited me to play. We met. I think you're right. I think we did meet through Paul and Storm.
Okay.
Because you invited me to come play guitar on the album, and I know we met already.
Okay. I believe you.
But for those of you watching, we were trying to figure out the other day when we met each other and how, because we just sort of feel like we've always known each other. Like
maybe we never met.
Way. Yeah. Maybe it's like this weird time travel thing where like we're gonna meet later and then we go back. I don't know.
I'm just so glad we have.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna play for us for our final song?
I was actually gonna play a track off of Dimetrodon. This is a song about Wonder Woman called Wonder.
And I just watched the Wonder Woman 1984 trailer.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that movie to come out. I know they're delaying it, but I want to see it.
Trailer looks good.
Bring it to me, world. I'll summon it with this song.
Okay, good. Here it comes.
Leaving home for the first time. You never knew the deals could be so dirty. Never seen so many lives burning out from the inside. You have the strength to save us. Aubrey, what are the chords? You have the power to know right from wrong, to spread the truth and set the unsteady. But men in dark suits tell you people aren't ready. But you're not a quitter. You still believe the truth's in your lasso. Your heart's on your sleeve. And when we're drowning in darkness, you'll save us all from going under. And we'll watch you in wonder. Welcome to the dirty world, where they will tell you being strong's not for girls. They'll say that your values being easy on the eyes. Crush those people to death with your thighs. Men in power aren't who you care about. The city's pain stops when you bring the truth out. Though your sisters may tell you mankind can't be saved, you know that inside the weak can be brave. And you're not a quitter. You still believe the truth's in your lasso. Your heart's on your sleeve. And when we're drowning in darkness, you'll save us all from going under. And we'll watch you in wonder. When they send you away, you know they'll never forget. And you'll hover above in your invisible jet. When they finally want you, they'll call you back down. Pull on your hot pants and put on your crown. 'Cause you're not a quitter. You still believe the truth's in your lasso. Your heart's on your sleeve. And when we're drowning in darkness, you'll save us all from going under. And we'll watch you in wonder.
the chord at the end too.
Yeah,
Aubrey put the chords in the chat, by the way.
I know, and then she got in trouble.
By who?
The Nightbot. I love
Oh.
Pixar. That's great.
That's great.
Yeah.
What we were talking about bots earlier, remember?
So good. Yeah,
bots
robots.
They're busting us right and left.
They're busting. Busting makes them feel good. I love it.
Man, I guess so.
Oh
but then
so
you know who
funny.
you're gonna call. All right, we could go.
Yeah.
Go on.
Thank you.
To get busted. Thank you so much for coming on my show.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much. I see some of my friends in the chat. Everybody, if you have not yet, make sure you please do check out Jason's music and YouTube channel, please.
Thank you.
I'm very grateful that you had me on this show. It's wonderful to see you in your hat and your tree.
Yes, inside the tree, the Keebler. Some of the Keebler elves moved out, so I had to, it was fine. We went to go work for Nabisco, and there was an opening. So
yeah, we've all been there.
Why not?
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be playing Jackbox or something soon on your.
I would love that. Yeah, I've got to. Once I'm out of this writing crunch, I'm gonna get you back on our streams as soon as possible because I miss you and your funny jokes and your beautiful music.
Thank you. And we'll have to get Sean on there too because Sean loves Jackbox.
Sean, the invisible Sean, who's doing all the edits for us.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he'll say something. I don't know, but we'll get him. We're going to get him in there.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Great. We'll see you soon. Okay. So before we go tonight, I just wanted to talk really quick about my friend Grant Imahara, who we lost on Monday. A lot of you would know him from Mythbusters and the White Rabbit Project, but a lot of us in the LA kind of entertainment community, he was a friend to so many people. And if he was your friend, he was your friend. He would do anything for you. Basically, I'm about to prove that to you by showing you a video before we go out. I met Grant on the set of The Guild. We were both playing ourselves at a convention. We were both playing our real selves at a fake convention in several episodes of The Guild. And I remember, I don't know, we bonded over playing Words with Friends at the time. And then we became actual friends. And he was, everything that you saw of him, if you enjoyed watching him on Mythbusters, that was him. That was him all the time. He was like the nicest guy ever, could build robots from scratch and could, basically, if he wanted to, probably, automate the world if he so desired. And we lost him way too soon. And I just wanted to, acknowledge him. And it's been a rough week for a lot of people, and it will be for a long time. But we love you, Grant. And so here is my video for Uncountry. And Grant is featured prominently in it, also playing himself and doing quite a good job of being a funny guy. So I'll see you guys next week. My guest next week is Jack Barksdale from Texas, who is 13 years old, and he is a badass blues country singer-songwriter. I can't wait to share him with you. Thank you guys very much. I'll see you next Monday.